Idol Showdown is a fan-made fighting game for Hololive, and honestly, it feels great. I've got a couple of hours into it. It looks great. The pixel art's amazing. Sounds amazing. Just everything. It feels great. And it's kind of funny when a fan-made game that doesn't really even have funding. I don't know if that's funny. Well, it's funny when a fan-made game has better netcode than Super Smash Brothers and Street Fighter, right? I mean, it's kind of amazing. I was playing with my friend, and we're both on like 160 ping because we're on opposite sides of the world, and it still felt amazing. It felt amazing, like we were fighting and like we're in the like same house, playing the same game right next to each other, right? Roll back netcode, amazing, right? It's incredible. It's incredible to see it in more games, right? Really the only time that there's a problem with connection is when like the ping was fluctuating between like 160, then like 200, then 250, then 160, but that's with any game really, and I blame Guava's internet for that. Training range, amazing. Just spend some time in there, learn a combo too. I'll spend more time later on this. Lots of options. You can record for the dummy, so you can practice blocking against a certain combo, how to punish it. It's just a great training range. Great characters as well. I love the designs of so many of them. I don't remember the names. Maybe I'll put them up here, but like the one with the teleport, I like that one. Like she's fun. I like teleport mind games. The one with the chainsaw. My problem with her is that I do the heavy chainsaw too much. I need to use that less. It's easy to punish on block. Honestly, I like the tag-ins. I learned how to do that like 2 hours in, and Guava wouldn't tell me. I still won though. I really like the missiles one. The one who shoots the missiles. Maybe I'll put a picture up because they're forced to block or really move, and so if they're in corner, you use missiles, and then you kind of you can walk up and maybe they do a move and you kind of block it and you get to punish, or they continue blocking because missiles are hitting, and so you get to grab, and I just love it. I love the pressure cubes. I also like the Sherlock Holmes character with the time slow, and then I think you can also get like a giant ground pound. I only know how to do one of them. I need to learn how to do more, and so honestly, it's just a lot of fun. I enjoy it a lot, and I'm just a big fan of it. And there might be a couple of people who are new to fighting games but are getting into it because this is like Hololive and all of this. And I have some tips. Guava, I'm looking at you, Guava, right? Spend 15 to 30 minutes in the training range looking for 3 specific things. I beg you. This will make your gameplay a lot more enjoyable. You'll be able to actually play the game instead of button mashing and all of that. First of all, anti-air. If you know how to anti-air and like you got that on muscle memory, whether it's like a command move or just a button you press, get that in your muscle memory. That will save you a lot of headache for people just jumping around. Now that's another thing. Don't just jump in to try and get in. It works against noobs, but it's a bad habit versus anyone who knows the basics of fighting games, right? If you can anti-air, you are already better than the majority of players playing the game, right now, especially because there's a lot of new ones that don't even know how to play fighting games that are playing this. Anti-airing is a very, very important skill. Next one is a safe combo. Safe combo is one where if the opponent blocks it, they can't really punish you for it. Heavy chainsaw would like just using that move in neutral, and I'll have maybe like a little pop-up of what neutral means. Using the heavy chainsaw in neutral is a bad idea because when the opponent blocks, they just get to hit me with their hardest hitting combo, and that hurts my feelings. But if I do a safer combo, they can't really punish me, especially if I position correctly. So you need a safe combo so that you're just not like running into the opponent's moves and all they have to do is block, and then you lose, right? And then next you need a punish combo. This is where you actually get a hit in, and so you want to deal the most damage you can whenever you get a hit in, because the better your combos are, the less you actually have to win neutral, and it's amazing. So just spend on YouTube. There's already like combo videos out there. You don't have to pick like the most advanced ones. Pick an easy one even. Dog ears, I think. I don't know. Korone? I don't know. I'll put her picture up. The basic combo I've got with that is like forward medium punch twice into chainsaw, right? Or light punch, medium punch, heavy punch in very basic combo. You could pretty much button mash it. It just lets me actually play the game and not have to worry about that stuff, right? Just getting into fighting games, don't jump so much. It is a noob trap. Anyone half decent at the game will murder you. And people are picking up on this game pretty fast. Blocking more. I was playing against my friend Guava. You'll probably see the gameplay. And I was just like astounded. We were both astounded because I would just like get in randomly. And I've played a fair bit of fighting games before. And it's just something, it's just a feel. I don't know. Even when you're walking forward, you take a second to walk back. It's not about reaction. Blocking isn't reactionary usually. It is usually predicting. It is knowing the opponent's range and knowing what moves they probably want to use, because they probably have like 2 or 3 options that they can use depending on how you position. It's kind of predicting when your opponent will make a move, trying to be ready for it, right? Because if you block, you can punish. That's great. That's a great way to win, is how I like playing fighting games. Pick someone with a ranged option, start shooting them down. They try to jump in. I anti-air, which is why anti-airs are important. I keep on shooting, they block, they get frustrated. So the more frustrated people are, the more aggressive they get. And then I just block one of their, like, they go for combos and I just kind of block and then destroy them on the back end. And just have fun. Make mistakes. Just that's how you learn. That's how you improve, is just trying stuff, learning from it. Just have fun. It's a game at the end of the day. Yeah, you want to improve and yeah, you want to get better, but it's a game. Just have fun. Play what's fun. Do what's fun. And just pick things up on the way. Now, I'm gonna go a little bit over more about what I think about the game. The game feels, at least to me personally, maybe I need to play a little bit more, but like feels really fast and like in your face, right? Blocking's really important. Grabbing is kind of weak. It feels like you have to be like right in their face and they can hit you with like a light attack during that time. So it feels really bad unless you got them in block stun, right? And even like zoners have like really good combos. Maybe I'll put like the Botan combo up in here and all of that, but like there's some really good combos here, right? And so I feel like it's a really in your face sorta game. Honestly, it seems like the zoning characters are kind of in a good spot right now, because not only do they have strong combos, but they also have options to keep people at range. I think, me personally, I probably need to play a little bit more. Just play anyone. It's honestly in a really good spot right now. For summons, I really like the Missile Girl. I'm gonna put her up on screen. One of my favorite things to do is when they're getting pressured, I use missiles, and so they either have to react or I force them into block stun, and then I just get a free grab off of that, right? It's well, actually, no, you can't grab when they're in block stun. Never mind. If they block, I get a grab, and if they don't block, and they get hit by missiles, I get a free combo, right? So kind of forces their hand. Sherlock Holmes time thing, I kind of like. I want to see if it makes characters fall slower. There's some nasty combos you can do with that. I haven't tested it enough. Then I just want to get some basic fighting game fundamentals to start you off with. You know, I'm such a nice person like that. You're welcome. Mix-ups and patterns. In fighting games, in games in general, humans pick up information, right? We pick up patterns, and you can use that. The art of the mix-up is switching things up so that you punish your opponent. You set up a pattern, and then you break it, and then you break it again, and then you keep breaking it, and then you go back to the original pattern. You keep the opponent on their toes. So let's say I don't really have any specific combos that I can say off the top of my head, but let's say you have like you can either run up and grab them, right? That's option 1. Option 2 is just like a combo that hits normally, so then they can block low or high, but it's safe. You've got an overhead combo and you've got a low hit. So at first you might just try the safe combo twice when you have the opportunity to hit, and then if you notice, man, they're blocking low a lot, you go for the overhead combo. And then now, next time you do the combo, you go for overhead again, and then they're used to that pattern, and then you go low, and then you go overhead again. You set up a pattern, you break it. A, B, A, B, C. A, B, A, B, B. Like I'm trying to think. Poetry theory, what was it? Where, different rhyming schemes. You switch up the pattern, right? And you try to pick up on their patterns and try and get ahead of the game. And generally, again, most things are prediction, and so you kind of have to, it's all a mind game, most of the thing. Like, most fighting games are mind games, not reaction time. That's what most people get wrong, and it's really effective, especially if you can do this while playing against a friend. Against Guava, that's what I did. That's why he walks back at random times when he's moving forward instead of like crouch blocking, because I kept on getting him with a certain combo, and so now he kind of walks back at random times when moving forward, and I can use that to get some distance, to do whatever I want. Like, I can play with that now, and I do. I've also noticed that it's better to block over dashing backwards. Maybe that's just me personally. I've just noticed I've gotten caught quite a few times trying to dash, and so I think it'd be better just to slowly walk backwards at that point, unless, maybe it's just me, and I just need to dash less, just like some people jump too much. I don't know, this just feels like a very pressure-heavy game. When you get a knockdown, it feels like even zoning characters just want to set, like Botan wants to set up like a grenade and then walk forward and threaten if your opponent jumps, like you can hit him with an anti-air and stuff. Like, it really feels like a fast-paced game. And so what I've been trying to do, and maybe you'll see in the footage me failing, because before when I was playing against Squab, I was doing this great, and then the second time I haven't quite been doing it well, which is forcing like 50-50s on Wake Up. Maybe I'll put like a little thing for 50-50s. But essentially, it's forcing your opponent to choose. They have to choose to block a grab or an attack. Honestly, it kind of feels like this is like a fast, in-your-face sort of game. Even with zoners, it feels great, feels fast, feels fun. So many combinations to try. I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Are you guys liking the game? What's your preferred character, and was that collab? Who's your favorite like call-in character? For me, it's Photon and Missile Girl, or like the Dog Girl and Missile Girl. I just feel like Missiles gives you so much room to work with.